And tonight, dude, I started watching 2 different movies. I haven't finished either one of them, but they're from the 90s.
Okay.
And they're movies I thought that I really liked. And I'm watching them and going, this is kind of retarded. One of them was Beyond the Law with Charlie Sheen. Like, the whole plot premise
Beyond
is
the
when
Law.
he's a cop that infiltrates a biker gang.
Yeah, I
Madsen's
vaguely
in it.
remember it.
Exactly. You probably remember. Oh yeah, that's right. He was a biker.
He wears a leather jacket.
Well, yeah, with a vest.
Yeah.
But like, there was shit going on. I was like, this is kind of stupid. And if people always want to complain about, like, I thought this was funny. If people always want to complain about like gender swapping or race swapping in movies, they did it in that movie Beyond the Law, which was filmed and brought out in 1993. I say this because in the movie, when Charlie Sheen goes to the bikers, the biker gang,
Yeah.
there's a journalist there. Now, in real life, Hunter S. Thompson was a journalist living with the Hells Angels, and he filmed him and all that. This character in the movie is the same type of character as Hunter. It's basically Hunter S. Thompson doing what he did with the camera and taking and documenting everything. It's a girl. So there you go, people. If you think swapping races or whatever is a new thing, it's been happening since 93 at least.
Yeah.
At least.
That's the thing. I didn't even know Hunter S. Thompson did that shit.
Yeah, he lived with him for a while, and he wrote a book about it.
Huh.
And that's what this chick is doing in the movie.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
She's a journalist.
Totally ripped him off.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a female Hunter S. Thompson. Yeah. I'm like, everybody bitches nowadays about this type of shit. There you go.
There it is.
It's been happening for decades.
Decades. So what's the second movie? First movie.
Yeah, it was, but yeah, and then like things in that movie were just kind of fucking stupid. Like this guy, he's trying to meet, like, he's going around. Okay, in the beginning of the movie, you see Charlie Sheen, Rip Torn, the guy from Men in Black, and all that. He's in this movie.
Okay, yeah.
Right, and he's a cop like Charlie Sheen, and fucking it shows the bikers go to the cop shop and they give the fucking chief of police, which is not Rip Torn, but Rip Torn's there watching him, being bribed by these biker gangs, right? And they leave, and the Charlie Sheen comes up, not seeing what happens.
Yeah.
But like Rip Torn, who just told him a scene before, like basically was like a good guy, giving him souvenirs and all this shit. Yeah. I'm like, what is happening? Like, he's watching bribery right in front of his eyes, and it's fine to him. Like, this is stupid. And then the biker gang sees him, but of course he's Charlie Sheen, clean face, short hair. Later on, when he meets him, he has long hair, a beard. Oh, yeah. Ow! I was like, oh, man. I was like, okay, I get why people bitch about Superman now, but... it was just some of the dialogue and shit. I was just like, this is fucking retarded.
No,
because at one point, right, so this guy shows up, and he gets fired from the police force. Charlie Sheen does. Gets fired from the police force. This agent shows up. He's like, hey, I want to recruit you for my drug task force. We do undercover, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, thank you. You know, I'm Charlie Sheen. No, thank you. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, well, I know everything about you, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, what? So he tells him like all this, his past. So the audience is caught up about Charlie Sheen's character at that point, right? He tells him everything, what's happened, why he's in this situation now. Yeah. And Charlie Sheen's like, fuck you! Right? And the guy's like, here's my card. Call me if you change your mind. He's like, no, fuck you. And the next scene it cuts, and he's like, I knew you changed your mind. I was like, what? I was like, the scene before he was pissed off, and I don't know. It was kind of stupid, dude. And I stopped watching because I was like, I'll come back to it. And I'm good. Yeah. And I started flipping through everything. And I'm like, oh, I like that movie. Oh, I like that movie. This is Tubi I'm seeing. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, man. And every fucking Van Damme movie's there. I'm like, oh, shit. Right?
So which is the second movie you stopped to watch?
Toy Soldiers. And that's only because it was like 9:15 and I started bringing this shit out here. I started watching it. It's Toy Soldiers. It was the one where the bad guys are like a drug cartel, and they come to this boarding school and take everyone hostage so the leader of the gang can get his dad out of American prison, right? So it opens up with this movie, and this is what I found was fucking hilarious. It opens up with this movie with this gang. They have this fucking, like, this courthouse in, like, Venezuela or Colombia. I think it's Colombia. Somewhere down south, right? And they're a drug cartel, obviously, because they're wearing all the clothes, and they look like 90s drug cartel.
Yeah.
and they got everybody hostage in there, and he's got this judge. He's like, the leader's like, now tell me, where's my father? He's like, your father's been deported like 2 weeks ago. He's like, you lie. And he looks over at and there's people outside. The cops are there in the newspaper, and there's a lady standing in the window. And when he goes like this to his henchman, the henchman shoves her out the window. She's like, ah! And he's like, now you tell me where my father is now. You lie to me. I know you do. No, I would kill another one, right? And then and then this guy's must be like his second in command because he's the only other henchman that has a warp speaking line. He's like, he brings over this TV. And he's like, you gotta check this out. And mind you, this guy's a white guy. He looks like a nerd. He's like, here, you gotta check this out. And he looks, he's watching, and it's the news on there showing his dad arriving in America, like coming off, like being in handcuffs and shit. He's like, shit. So I'm like, oh, you already fucked up. You just killed an innocent woman. Right? I was like, you're so stupid. You thought he was lying. No, he was telling the truth. So they end up leaving. And they takes the judge hostage with him, and they go up in a helicopter so far in the air, and he just throws him off the plane. I'm like, why'd you shoot him right then and there? I mean, they took him up anyways and threw him out. So they come to the school, and I started just making fun of everything at this point. Because it goes to the school, and like, Sean Austin is the head kid who's like the fucking troublemaker. Sean Austin, Rudy. The kid,
oh yeah, okay,
the dude from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Samwise. But he's like a fucking troublemaker kid.
Oh yeah,
always causing pranks, doing all this shit, right? So him and his friends get caught by the dean, who's played by Louis Gossett Jr. Mind you.
Jeez.
Now, granted, his friends are is Will Wheaton, fucking from Stand By Me and Star Trek and all that, and I don't remember this kid's. He's a redhead kid who was in Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead and.
Oh, the stoner guy?
Yeah.
He's Dishes in a bunch are of done, man.
Yeah. He's in this movie as one of the friends. The guy who plays Balrog from the 90s Street Fighter is one of his friends. He's the only black kid in this school. And his other friend is the only Mexican kid in the school. Yeah. Right? They do, right?
Well, it's the 90s.
It's so funny, dude. Fucking, I was like, this. So they arrive, they take everyone hostage, kill a couple people in the process. The local cops show up and
I've never seen this movie.
Yeah, I remember watching as a kid going, man, I wish I was in a boarding school and my school would get taken over by Colombian drug cartel terrorists. I could be just like these kids. Right?
Because so that's the premise. The toy soldiers are the kids.
For the kids. And they end up helping the authorities out, like by giving them secrets and all this shit, by putting their lives in danger, mind you.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be only like 16, 17-year-old kids. Will Wheaton's the only one who looks like an actual kid. Right? Sean Austin even looks old in this movie. I'm like, oh, okay.
He's already in college.
But he's in boarding school in this movie. But it's so funny, right? So they get there and they arrive there, and I'm like, well, these teachers are all fucked because these guys just made a mistake. Because they get there thinking that some kid is there who's like, his dad is real high up judge and shit. They'll use him as leverage to get his dad out of prison type shit.
Because nobody knew these guys were coming.
But they did. But check this out. Right before they show up, they extract the kid that they were looking for. They get him out of there, take him and his family somewhere safe.
We don't give a shit about these poor
and the rest
kids.
Of them, they're like, well, he's gone now. They won't bother this school. And they show up thinking that kid's there. And he gets there. I'm like, this is the second time this guy's fucked up. This is the second time this terrorist has taken everything and he looks like a fool at this point. Like, you thought your dad was still there. Nope, you killed someone. And nope. Turns out the guy wasn't lying. Yep. Now you got a school who doesn't have the kid you're looking for. Yeah. So then they start pulling files with all these kids. Turns out the troublemaker kids all have like parents who are connected some way. So he's going down the line. He's got like all the kids and staff in his auditorium. He's going through the lines like, Webster so-and-so. He's like, yeah. He's like, you're the son of a high-ranking Senate member, blah, 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 blah. They go through the white kid, the black kid. They get through the Mexican kid, and I'm like, so I show him, and he's like, so-and-so Montoya. He's like, yes. And it shows the bad guy, and I go, your father is my rival down in Colombia, right? Yes, sir. But it didn't do that. It would have been fucking hilarious if it did.
Oh, shit.
I was like, oh, shit. I was like, the only Mexican kid, and his prominent father is a drug cartel member. Oh, dude.
What was his father, though?
No, he was like some fucking high lawyer who had like his own firm and like was doing like civil rights or some shit like that. So like a just cause guy. Yeah. And I'm just being the asshole. He's like, white guy, black guy. Oh, another Latin like me.
Oh shit. Like and subscribe so you get the notifications when we do drop something. Probably pretty fucking lame. But anyways, check it out. Drunker Under the Sun, podcast about anything and everything under the sun.